May we start with Shreya Maliganda? Can you
Yes.
share your screen and show?
So it says that the host disabled the participant sharing.
Oh, okay, okay.
Can you please give me the
Let me know.
permission to share?
And now you
Yes.
will be able to share.
Yes, sir. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this is your calculation, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you show me how you have done the result of the cell G18?
G18, right, sir?
Right. Click the cell G18 and delete it. G18, not F, G. Yeah, delete this one.
Yes, sir.
Now do it again.
Sir, so the 1 second, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Would that be right, sir?
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now I would like to call Kushuma Venkata. Kushuma.
Yes, sir.
Kushuma Venkata.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
So your name is Krishna
Karthik, sir.
Karthik. Actually, your name is long, so I don't see any Karthik in the name.
Yeah, yes.
Probably at the end, right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Please share your screen.
Okay, sir.
Go to sheet 2. And click cell number F11.
Yes, sir.
F11. Delete it and do it again.
Okay, sir. EBIT equals to done, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So, what about Pratapa Subira? Pratapa Subira, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you share your screen,
Yes, sir. I'll log in through my iPad and share.
please? Are you trying?
Yes, sir. One minute. Ready.
Yes, you can see the screen. Can you go to the other sheet? Yeah. Please go to column 7. Please go to the mark market book ratio. Market book ratio, column 7. Select that cell.
Column 7, market book ratio, sir.
Right, right.
Column 7.
Column
Yes,
7,
sir.
market to book ratio.
So 1 second, I'm not able to edit it. I'll share the screen once again. Sir, I'll do it after 1%, sir, because it's still I'm not able to share
Okay.
the screen.
Okay, okay. Well, students, can we have about 10 minutes break for now? Because I have an urgency here. So I will come back after 10 minutes. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about the interruption. Huh?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, students, I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. Actually, it was very urgent. Anyway, so are you there? Suvira, are you ready now?
Sir, it's still not working, sir. I'm trying a lot.
Okay, no problem. I will ask you again later. When you are ready, just let me know.
Yes.
So what about Deepshika?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please show your screen. So can you go to the solution? Yeah, you are already there. I want to see the analysis. No. Go to solution and show me the analysis. What happened? Yeah.
So can you give me a second? I'll show you another file.
Yeah, please do very quickly.
Sir, I'm ready, sir. I guess I can edit it now.
Okay, please. So Veera, please continue.
Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes. So you are, what is your name? Suvira Pratapa. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Show me how you have calculated the price earning ratio. That means price earning ratio of 2015.
This one, sir. 1 second.
No, go to ratio.
Yes.
Yeah, delete this 67.7099. Delete this one.
Okay.
Oh, well, wait. Where did you get these values? What is the formula? You have just typed it or what?
No, so we did it.
I don't see any formula.
Maybe again, there's something wrong with mine only, because when I did it on my other device, it's come. Sir, I am very sorry, sir. It's not
So?
happening. How much ever I try with my Excel.
Okay. So can you do something today or I have to wait for the next class?
Sir, can you give me one more chance? I'll try doing something with it. 'Cause
Okay,
it's not
so
happening
so
at
tell
all.
me when you are ready. Okay.
Yes.
Now, Deepshika, can you do it now? Deepshika, can you do it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please.
So can you see?
Okay. Okay, go to the last corner cell, G20, and show me how you have done it. Delete. At first, delete this one. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, delete it.
Just a second, sir. Sorry. So I'm trying to find the double inverted comma. Just a second. Sir, I'm using a MacBook. I'm not able to find the double inverted comma.
What you cannot find?
The double inverted comma.
Can you find the single inverted comma? Deepshika, do you find the
Yes, sir.
single inverted comma?
Is it this one? No.
No, not this one. You can try the key beside the semicolon. Yeah, so shift, use this key after pressing shift, and now you got it. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So that's all about the first case study done by the students. You will also have 2 other case studies during this trimester, during the coursework, and after that you will have final examination definitely. Anyway, so today we are going to start the next topic, which is about the time value of money. If you want to learn finance, that is a must for learning. You know, you must learn time value of money if you want to learn finance. So we will be discussing about the time value of money now. So let me get my notebook ready, then I will explain. So what we will do at first, we will try to explain or understand. We will try to understand the basic concepts of time value of money. The basic concepts of time value of money. That is very important. So when we understand the basic concept, then we will actually, you know, try to apply the concept of time value of money for solving real world cases. And that is the target, you know, we are going to achieve. So what is the target? The target is to understand the fundamentals of time value of money and to be able to apply the computer tools for using the time value of money fundamentals to solve the real world financial cases. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Pradeep, are you asking anything?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please tell me. Anybody asked any question, Pradeep, and or any other student?
Sir, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sir, I mean, did you evaluate? Did you ask
Sorry?
it? Sir, did you ask it? Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Tell me.
I mean, you didn't.
Actually, probably your mic is sometimes working, sometimes not working.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Omar.
Sir, he was trying to ask that you didn't ask everyone in the group about the case study.
Sorry, I didn't ask what?
You didn't ask every single member from any team, sir.
No, it will be asked randomly. Okay. It is not possible to ask all the students. The time will not permit. Now you see we have about close to 80 students. So it might not be available. It might not be possible to ask every student. So what I will do, I will ask some students during the first case study, some students during the second case study, and some other students during the third case study. But remember, the students who were asked during the first case study might also be asked in the second case study. Definitely there will be some students. Do you understand, Omar?
Yes, sir. So the marks will be allotted to the team, not to individual.
Marks will be allocated. Sorry.
Marks will be allocated to the team, not to the individual.
Yeah, there will be a component that is the teamwork. So the performance of the team members, performance of the randomly asked team members will determine the team mark. Do you understand? Two things. One is the submitted file. I will evaluate that. Based on that, the whole team will get the mark. Number two, the performance of the randomly selected team members that will also determine the team marks. And on top of that, there will be individual marking. If a team member cannot show how it has been done, the individual component will also be penalized. Could I make it clear, Omar?
Yes.
So every student will get the chance to answer. Actually, I will ask the other students in the next class, in the next cases. So I will make sure that everyone is asked either once or twice or thrice, one times or two times or three times, at least. At least one time. It might be two times or it might be three times. It will not be zero times.
Sir,
So
will we
let-
have the same groups for the next case studies also?
Sorry, Sandeep, what did you say?
Will we have the same groups for next case study, sir?
Yeah, the same group will work.
Okay, sir.
Same group will work. Okay. So if your group has not performed well during this case study, you should be very serious about improving in the next case study. And remember, every group member should learn, because one component will be based on the randomly selected members participation, randomly selected members performance during the class. Okay. And also the individual student, if the individual student cannot answer properly, the student will be penalized more, because there is another component for the individual student. Okay. I hope that I could make the things clear. Any question about this?
Sir, can you hear me now?
Yes, with a lot of echo.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes, Pradeep, tell me what you want to tell.
Sir, like we. Sir, just wait, sir.
Could not understand.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Yes, Omar. Omar, I can hear you.
No, sir, Pradeep. My mic is not
Pradeep.
working.
So you are the same person, Pradeep and Omar.
No, sir. Actually my mic is not working in my laptop, so I was trying to contact you through Omar's lap.
You are from Omar's computer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me.
Sir, while we are solving the case study, I used different Excels like 2007 and more updated one.
Sorry,
So
what did you use?
Sir, while solving case study, I used 2007 Microsoft Excel.
Okay.
I mean, while using and also I worked on new updated Excel. So while solving it, I'm getting the different values, like 1 or 2 digits difference.
Can you show it? Can you show it?
So just give me a second. Sir, can you give the permission to screen share?
Oh, sorry, sir. Yeah, I'm giving it. Yes, please share.
So can you see the screen, sir?
Yeah, I can see it.
Sir, while solving this income statement,
Mhm.
I mean, near this profit after tax, in updated Excel, I got as 15,320.
Hmm.
So
After doing the calculation.
yes, sir. In the updated Excel,
Mhm.
I'm getting 15,320. But in the Microsoft 2007, it's getting 15,318.
So can you do this calculation like C19 times 1 minus C20 manually on the paper and see which one is correct?
I mean, we are getting this value, sorry, sir, like 15,318. While doing in the Excel of updated one, we are getting 15,320. I mean, even in the calculator, I done in my calculator, I got the same value of
It should not
15,000.
be. It should not be like that. It should not be like that. Actually, you have to check if all the values are correctly correct in the files that you have opened. If those are the same, that is one thing. Actually, this is a very simple calculation, and Excel should not give different value based on different version. If it gives, then probably you should contact Microsoft. Why their updated version is giving a wrong calculation result?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
There must be something with the settings. It could be also about the settings.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, when will we get the marks, sir?
Okay. You can expect the marks by the next class. Hmm? Is that okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Just 1 minute. I'm getting my notebook ready. Okay. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see.
You can see a notebook, right? Okay. Actually, at first we need to learn the concept. Otherwise, we cannot actually apply the concept using Microsoft Excel in proper manner. Or even if we do that, we'll do that without knowing the things, which is not good. Okay. So think about a situation. If I say that I will I will for example, you have already completed the case study, so I'm very happy. The first case study, so I'm very happy. So I am thinking to give you a kind of reward. Okay, so what kind of reward? I'm giving you two alternatives. Alternative one. I hope that you can see my writing, right? Do you see my writing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So alternative one is I will give each of every one of you $1,000 because I'm so happy and I'm so rich. Okay, today. And another alternative is alternative two. So you can choose any one of these two. Okay, choose any one. Choose any one of these two. So one alternative is I will give you $1,000 today, and another alternative is I will give you $1,000 after your graduation? How many years will you need to graduate? How many years do you need to graduate?
1.5 years.
How many? Sorry?
1.5.
1.5 years. Okay, so let's say I will take another 6 months, so 2 years. Okay, after your graduation in 2 years. So which alternative will you choose? Everyone please answer. Which alternative will you prefer?
So $1,000 today.
Alternative
$1,000
one.
today. Okay, 2 students have chosen $1,000 today. So what about the others? You don't want the money? What about the other students? You don't want
Sir.
the money or what?
Sir, today only, sir.
You want today or after 2 years?
Today, sir.
Today. Okay, so you are choosing $1,000 today, right? My question is why? Why are you choosing $1,000 today?
Because after 2 years, it will be like inflation will be there.
There will be inflation. That is one reason. Any other reason? Any other reason?
Sir, it is uncertain, so we'll choose it today only about the future.
Okay, that can be another reason, right? So let me think about another situation. Let me think about another situation. Probably you agree that the chosen one is alternative one, right? That is what you are choosing, because getting $1,000 today is means that you can spend it today. Very simple, right? You can spend it today. If you get $1,000 after 1 year or 2 year, so you cannot spend it today. Very simple. This is the main reason. But we also have other reasons. We also have other reasons. So what are the other reasons? Other reason is you have said that there is inflation. The $1,000 after 2 years cannot purchase the same thing that $1,000 today can purchase today. Okay, so that is another reason. Another reason is uncertainty. I might not be able to give you that money. Maybe in 2 year time, my income will go down and probably I will forget. And that can also be another reason. Or maybe you cannot reach me because I'm in a different country. So there are different kind of uncertainties. This is why you will prefer the $1,000 today. Am I right or wrong? What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the thing is, now I want to ask you another possibility. Okay, let's say I really don't want to give the money today. Instead, what I choose to do, I choose to increase the amount in 2 year time. Okay, let's say I'm saying that, well, if I give you, instead of 1,000, if I give you $2,000 in 2 year, will you choose alternative 2?
No, sir.
Will you choose alternative 2 or alternative 1? So that what it means is, if you take the money today, you will get 1,000. If you take the money after 2 years, you will get $2,000. So what is your opinion now? Are you still with alternative 1? Tell me your feeling from your heart.
Yes, sir. Alternative one.
Still
Alternative
you want
one.
alternative 1. Okay. Now let me increase the amount. Okay, let me increase the amount. Instead of 2,000, let's say I will give you $5,000. I will give you $5,000 if you take it after 2 years. Are you still with $1,000? Are you still with alternative 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pradeep is still with alternative 1. What about others?
Alternative one.
Probably because you are thinking I'm from a different country and you will not be able to find me after 2 years, right? Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us assume, let us assume that I'm not in a different country. Let's say I'm within your campus. I'm the faculty member of your university, and not only that, you also know me. I'm your neighbor. In that case, will $5,000 satisfy you if it is given 2 years after, 2 years from now? Tell me what you are feeling. Do you feel that instead of getting $1,000 today, getting $5,000 after 2 years is better, or worse, or same? Tell me the true feeling. What do you feel? I have told that consider me, assume that I'm not in a different country, rather I'm probably your neighbor, and also someone who is not out of reach.
Alternative 1, sir.
Okay, Deepika is saying that she will take alternative 1. What about the other students?
Alternative 1, sir.
They will still take alternative 1, right? Everyone. Okay, now let me increase. If it is $10,000, then what do you think? So if you take it in 2-year time, I will give you $10,000. And if you take it today, I will give you only $1,000. So now will you choose alternative 1 or alternative 2?
Sir, I'll choose alternative 2 by asking you to sign bill of exchange.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is not a
We'll sign
problem.
a paper.
That is not a problem. Whatever legal documents is needed, that is okay. That is not a problem. I'm just talking about your preference. Let's say that is not going to be a problem. Okay. So what will be your, let's say, if someone from America send you an email and say that if you want money now, I will give you $10, but after 10 years, I will give you $100,000. So definitely I will accept the $10 because that person is out of reach and I cannot catch the person. Okay, but that is a different thing. Forget about those things. So if the thing is, even if everything is certain that in 2-year time you will whatever you get, you will really get it, and now if you get something, you will really get that amount. Okay, if the things are like that, then probably in this case, one of you have said that you will choose $10,000. So what about others? Are you still with alternative 1? Are you still with alternative 1? Anybody? Deepika, which one will you choose in this scenario? Today, if you want the money, you will get 1,000, but in 2-year time, you will get 10,000. So which one will you choose?
Sir, if I say alternative 1 today,
Still you choose alternative 1. Why?
will you increase the alternative 2? I mean the amount.
Sorry?
Sir, if I choose alternative 1, will you increase the amount for alternative 2?
No. If you choose alternative 1, you will get alternative 1. You are not going to get, because you have to choose only one alternative out of the 2. Do you want both alternative 1 and 2? It is not possible. You can take only one alternative.
Okay, alternative 2, sir.
Alternative 2. Okay. What about Pradeep? Which one? Pradeep, you have issues with the microphone. Varush Alladi, which one?
Yes.
1 or 2? Sriman.
Yes, sir.
Which one do you prefer? Alternative 1 or 2?
I prefer 2. Two,
Two.
sir.
Why? Why would you prefer two? Can you tell me?
Because it's alt graduation, so I get to send now. So that's why I prefer two, sir.
Okay. Actually, you know, from this example, what we understand is
We want money.
$1,000 today. 1,000. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
$1,000 today and $1,000 in future. These two are not the same. Do you agree or not?
Yes.
$1,000
Yes, sir.
today and $1,000 in future. Whether it is tomorrow or after 2 years or after 20 years, whenever it is in future, these two are not equal. Okay, so actually, you know, there will be a question. Then what amount in future is equal to $1,000 today? So what we are saying that, okay, we have already proved that $1,000 today is not equal to $1,000 in future. Did we prove that? Did we prove that or not?
Yes, sir.
How did we prove? We have proved because we have already said that, we have already found that $1,000 today and $1,000 in future, if we give these two choices to everyone, will, normally everyone, whoever is rational, will choose the first alternative, $1,000 today. That means this one has a greater value. This one has a greater value. Okay, this one has a greater value. So greater value is leading everyone to choose alternative one. So it is proved that $1,000 today and $1,000 in future, these two are not equal. Now the question is, what amount in future is equal to $1,000 today? What amount in future is equal to $1,000 today? So what we can write, $1,000 today is equal to the future value of today's $1,000. So we don't know that future value. What amount in future? That is the future value. Okay, what amount in future? That is the future value. So $1,000 today is equal to some unknown. Okay, unknown. We do not know yet. Unknown future value of today's $1,000. Unknown future value of today's $1,000. Okay, so we can actually calculate that. But before calculating, we need to know how much extra people wants for getting the payment in future. For example, in this case, we can find that the students of this class, they want 10 times payment, you know, for getting the money in 2-year period of time. Do you understand? Do you understand or not? Hello, students?
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding?
Yes, sir,
It's
understood.
very important.
Yes, sir.
This is very important for a business student. If you do not understand it, that is going to be a problem in future. Okay. So the thing is, there must be a rate, you know, there must be a rate at which the amount should be increased to keep you indifferent between the amount in future and the amount today. So what is the rate? What is the rate? We don't know, right? We don't know yet. So that rate can be found, by looking. Similar rate is used in a bank account. If you keep some amount in the bank, let's say this is the bank. This is the bank. If you keep, let's say, $100 in the bank, and after 1 year, if you withdraw it, if the bank gives you 110 and you are happy, that means in this case, $100 in year 1 is equals to $110 in year 1 is equals to $100 today. This is why, as a customer, you have agreed to keep the $100 in the bank account for 1 year period of time, with the condition that you will get back $10 extra, extra 10% out of this $100. Okay, so in this case, we can say that the rate is equals to 10%. 110 is 10% extra over $100, isn't it? So $100 is your deposit, plus you are getting the compensation for getting the money after 1 year period of time. So what is the compensation? Compensation is 10% extra, 10% extra benefit. Otherwise, you will never agree to keep your money in the bank in the fixed deposit account. Okay, so you want the 10% extra. So we can see that if we take 100 common, 1 plus 10%, that means equals to 100 times 1.10, which is equal to 110. So in this case, we can say that if the rate of interest or discount rate, it has another name, discount rate, or compensation rate, or time preference rate. Same thing, but there are different names. Time preference rate. Okay, whatever indicated by R is equals to 10%, then the $100 today is equal to $110 in 1 year. Okay, that means we can write it in a different manner as well. We can also write $100 today is equals to future value of today's $100. That means $100 plus 10% extra for giving the money later. Okay, 10% equals to $110. Can we write in this manner or not? Can we argue in this manner or not? Can you understand? Do you follow the flow of argument that I'm giving you?
Yes, sir.
Any question up to this? Okay. So actually, future value and present value are actually indicated using different notations. Okay, normally we call present value by PV. Some people also say P, but we will follow PV. Okay, future value is equals to FV. Discount rate or interest rate, whatever you say, is equals to R. And we also have another thing, number of year. In this simple example, we have 1 year, but in other example, we can also have more than 1 year. Okay, so number of year is equals to n. Okay, so if we use these notations, then we can say, let me write down the previous example. We have said that future value in 1 year is equals to present value today plus extra. So how did we calculate that? We have calculated by this manner. $100 is the present value today plus $100 times 10%. That is the extra. Okay, so that means $100 is the common, so 1 plus 10%. Okay, that is equal to 110. Right? So so if we use the notation, what we can write here is future value after 1 year, everyone is the future value after 1 year, okay, is equals to the present value times 1 plus r. Okay, this is what we can write. This is what we can write in terms of notation. Now let us think about another example. Okay, future value in 2-year period. How do we get that? Future value in 2 year is equals to present value today plus extra. So how do we get that? Present value today is $100 and the extra for the first year is $100. Hello, $100 times, hello, 10%. Okay, sorry. So you can see that the $100 plus $100 plus 10%, this is the extra for year 1. Okay, so we will write extra for year 1 plus extra for year 2. Are you getting me or not?
Yes, sir.
Extra for year 2. Let us keep it for now. We will do that. So this one is becoming equals to, we have already done it, right? $100 times 1 plus 10% plus what will be the extra for the second year? The extra for the second year will be the amount of the first year this is the amount of the first year times another 10% for another year. Okay, so now if you take this portion as a common factor, what do you get? 1 plus 10%. This is the common factor. So you get, from here you get 1 and from here you get 10%. 1 plus 10%. So ultimately it is getting like this. 100 times 1 plus 10% to the power 2. So for 2 years, it is to the power 2. And if you do the same tedious calculation, for the third year, for 3-year period, then again, you will find it is 100 times 1 plus 10% to the power 3. And so on. Okay, so at the end, you can write future value in n year period is equals to the present value today times 1 plus the discount rate to the power n. N is the number of years. So this is the basic formula. This is the basic formula of calculating future value after 1 year period. Do you understand? Do you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me know if you have any question.
Sir, before you told an example, where the reward was.
Yes. You want an example, right?
Yes, sir. For that,
Okay.
we'll do.
Okay, we'll do that. No problem. So what interest rate do you get in a bank in India on the fixed deposit account? What interest rate do you get in the bank?
Sir, 5 to 6, sir, around. 5 to
Let's
6%.
say 6%
Or FD.
for fixed deposit, right? So what percentage do you earn if you do a business? How much extra what is the rate of income, rate of profit normally in 1 year period? If you, for example, if you invest 100,000 rupees, so how much extra you can earn from a business, from a new business in 1 year period of time? Just roughly, rough estimate.
Maybe 50% of more what you invested.
50%. 15 or 50?
40 to 50% of what they invested in a startup.
15 or 50?
50.
50. Very high profit. Everyone of India is going to be rich in that case, isn't it? Is it really 50% after deducting all the cost and everything?
So it depends upon business.
So on an average, you are saying it is, do everyone agree with that? Is it 50%? That means if you invest 100,000, you can increase the amount to 150,000. Am I right? In 1 year period of time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's say 50%. Well, very good. Okay. So which one do you want to do? Actually, even if you are saying that it is 50%, actually it is not. Why? Because you have to think about your what should I say? You have to think about the possibility of loss. Not in every year you will make this much of profit. In some years you will also make loss. So have you counted that?
No.
Recording in progress.
You have to count that. No, you have to count that. So this is why I'm saying, what is the average? Now, what is the average? So any idea, any realistic idea, on an average, how much maximum you can, not maximum, the average, how much on an average you can earn from a business, from doing business? Maybe in 1 year you really get 100% profit. In another year you get 100% loss. In another year you get 50% profit. Another year you get 50% loss. So you are having nothing in that case. Okay, but things are not like that. I understand that business is profitable. So we can gauge maybe 20% is acceptable.
Yes, sir.
20% could be acceptable rate by which you can increase your money by doing business, because you will not always increase your money. Sometimes your money will also become half, you know. So this is the thing. Okay. So let's say 50% of money you keep in the bank. Not all people, the clever people not invest all of their money in business. They also invest the money in some safe places, like bank deposit or whatever. So let us take a rough average. Let's say on an average we can actually earn 12% from considering all the opportunities. Let's say 12% is the average rate of earning possible to get from different economic activities. Okay. Now that will be our discount rate. If I want to give you the money after 1 year, you should require 12% extra, because that is the average rate of income from invested money. Okay, that is the average rate of income from invested money in different places. Okay, so the discount rate is 12%. So that is the rate of compensation, extra money that you will require for deferring your receipt of money. So let's say the discount rate R is equals to 12%. And the present value is that you are going to sacrifice today is, let's say, $5,000. And you want to find the future value. You want to find the future value of this $5,000 in 12 years. In 12 years. Is it possible to calculate? Is it possible to calculate the future value?
Yes, sir. N is equals to 12.
We know the formula already. We have, so future value after 12 years will be equal to present value times 1 plus R to the power n. Okay, so which is equal to $5,000 times 1 plus 12% to the power 12. Do you have the calculator? Can you calculate and tell me the result?
Sir, I'm getting somewhere like 19,479 point.
19,000, how much?
479, sir. 479.
Sorry, I cannot hear.
479.
Chat in the chat I kept, sir.
You can see the desktop now. Let me calculate it. So it is gonna be 1 point, actually 12% means 0.12. Okay, 1.12 to the power 12 times 5,000 equals 19,479. 19,479.88. Okay, so this is the future value after 12 years. Now you can do the same thing using the spreadsheet software. What is that? Yeah. Can you see my desktop?
Yes, sir.
So let us do it side by side so that things are understandable. Okay, now let us do it here. So let us write down the information first. Let us write down the present value. You can do with me. Present value PV equals how much? Tell me how much?
5,000.
5,000, right? Then we also know the discount rate. Discount rate R equals 12%. Then what? Number of years?
12.
N equals 12. Okay. Now let us calculate the future value. In 12 years. FV equals. Microsoft Excel has very nice function called FV. Okay. Now you can see within bracket, it is giving the hints. You never need to remember, memorize the function. You know, you have to learn how to find out the function. Anyway, because I can remember it is FV, I can type it directly. But if you do not remember, what you can do, you can always go to the internet. Go to the internet. Go to the internet and see, you know, let's type the Excel function for future value. That is the easiest way. I don't have to explain. Am I right? So you can see even in the Google search page, it is already showing it. And even if you are not satisfied with it, you can go inside the FV function, or you can go inside the example. You can also see the different videos in the YouTube and many other places. You know, this is very easy to find. Finding the appropriate function is very easy, and that you should be able to do. Okay, so it is going to be FV. Okay, now what is the rate? The rate is this one. Okay, comma, number of period. Which one? Tell me. Tell me the cell reference.
D3.
D3. Okay, good. Then what is the PMT? What is PMT? At first you have to know what is PMT. Actually, you know, if you want to know all these explanations, then you have to click here. You will see what is PMT. PMT is the payment made each period. But in our example, we are not making any payment each period, each of the 12 periods. We have 12 years here. we are not making any regular payment in every year. So PMT in this case will be 0. Do you understand that? So PMT in this case will be 0. PMT is the amount you pay every year. So this, we are not paying amount every year. We are rather have only one single amount. Okay, so that is the PV. Look at this explanation. PV is the present value or the lump sum amount that a series of future payment is worth now. So PV is this one. This is PV. Now type, by default, if you do not put anything, it will be end of period, but it is always better to give the information end of period, because we are not saying anything about beginning or end. So whenever nothing is said, you will always assume end of period. Okay, now if you enter, you get 19,479. So can you match the answer we have done here and in Excel?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
these are the same amount. Okay, now why are we getting the negative value? Because normally Excel assumes that you will get the money only if you give. So if one is positive, then another one is negative. If you don't want the negative value, then what you can do within the function, you can, for example, in this case, PV, before PV, you can put a negative sign, then the result will be positive. The result will be positive. So this is how you can actually use you can actually use Excel for calculating the future value after a certain year. So any question up to now? Any question up to now? So now I will give you 5 minutes time to practice this one. You know, in your own computer, please practice this one. I'm keeping the screen shared so that you can practice it. Okay, and after 5 minutes, then we will proceed with another, and I may ask one or two students to, you know, whoever comes forward, you know, to show the calculation on the screen. Is that okay?
Me, sir.
Yeah.
So what about a break?
What about a break? You
It's
need the break
11
right
o'clock.
now? You need the break now?
So when will you be giving a break?
This is 11:30. Is it okay if I give the break at 11:45?
Okay, sir.
Or you want it now?
No, sir, it's fine.
Okay, so now I'm giving 5-minute time. It is not break, remember. It is the time for practicing this one. So after 5 minutes time, I will ask, you know, whoever comes forward to show that, demonstrate what you are doing here. Okay, and then we'll discuss a little more, and then at 11:45 we'll have a break. Okay. you practicing? Are you practicing or not? Students, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are
Sir,
you practicing? Yeah.
sir, to remove that minus, you said something. I forgot.
Can you see the minus?
No, sir. Yeah, like while calculating, we get minus, right? To remove that, what to do?
To remove which one? Actually, I didn't understand your question.
Yes, we'll get the future value in minus value, right?
Okay, so to remove that, place a minus sign before the present value within the formula, within the function. Can you see my cursor? I'm showing it here.
Yes, yes.
Okay, you are done with the practice, I hope. Anybody wants to show it on the screen? Anybody wants to show if it, we can help you, if you show it proactively, then what will happen, me and also the class will try to improve, you will be able to learn from your mistake within the class. So anybody wants to come forward? Can you hear me? Are you there? Anybody will be kind enough to come forward and show what we have done? Deepika, are you interested?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please share your screen and show.
Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So sir, before you gave an option for us, right? Alternative 1 and alternative 2.
Yeah.
For that reward.
Sorry?
So you told reward example, right?
Yeah.
I calculated for that.
Okay,
Let's take another example. Let's take another example. Like today, the present value of currency or present value that you're offering to us, PV, is equals to 10,000 rupees. And let us consider the general and after let's see the present value of 1,000 rupees after 3 or 5 or 7, any number. Let's take 3 years, number of years. N is it is represented as n is equals to, and the discount rate or interest rate on an average, we calculated it to the average, and that is represented as R is equals to, let's take 12%. It's 12% currently. So, and number of years, N is equals to, we agree to take it for 3. And let's find out the value of currency, future value of 1,000 currency. It is represented as FV is equals to, we have the function FV. Rate is the rate of interest. NPR is the number of years. And PMT is the payment or period, which we have 0 as of now. And PV is the present value. PV, we agree to take 1,000. And we are calculating it after end of each period. So let's give it 0. Let's see what is the value of 1,000 rupees after 3 years is 1,404 rupees. And because it is coming negative, we put a minus here. So 1,404 rupees is the value
So
of
you
1,000
see,
rupees after 3 years.
yeah, depending on the average rate, actually you can expect 1,400 if I delay your reward for 1 year period. So if it is for sorry, it is for 3 year period, right?
Yes, sir.
So if it is 2 year period, can you type 2 here instead of 3? Type 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you should agree. Many people will agree, not necessarily you. Okay, many people will agree even if I say that well, I will give you 1,254, 55, something like that, by delaying by 2 years. Let's see what happened to this future amount if the rate is very high. Let's say rate is 50%, as you have claimed. Let's say they can do business and earn 50%. So still you can maximum expect 2,250. But I can see that even at 5,000, you did not agree. Probably because the reward giver is not in your country. So this is why you are quite uncertain about that. Okay, that is probably the reason. Anyway, so this is how we can actually apply the time value of money concept, also by using the computer to solve the real world problems. Okay, so now we can go for a break and we can come back at 11:30 Indian time. What time is it in your place?
Sir, it is 11:12 a.m.
Well, okay. So we can come at 11:30 Indian time. You can come back and continue the class. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we have shown how to estimate the future value after certain number of years of a present amount. Okay, now if you know a little algebra, probably you also know that we can rearrange this equation. We can rearrange this equation to get something else. Okay. So the equation is FVN is equals to PV times 1 plus R to the power N. So if you rearrange it, then we will get PV is equals to FVN divided by 1 plus R to the power N. Isn't it? Is it correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So that is the formula for calculating the present value of a future amount after certain number of years. Okay, present value of a future amount. So let's say you will get 100,000 during your retirement. Cash benefit. At the time of your retirement, which will take place in how many years? After how many years are you going to retire from your job? Normally in India, what is the number of year for which a person is engaged in job? Any idea? Are you going to help me in this regard or not?
Sir, retirement is at the age of 65.
Okay, retirement age is 65. So what is the entry age? At what age do you enter into a job normally?
18.
18. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
18. Okay, that is for that is for the for those who do not enter the university, right? So normally if you also pass the university before entering the job, then it will take another 4 years time.
Yes, sir. 22 is the average
So
age to enter.
22. So let's consider 20 to take some kind of average. So 65 minus 20 is 45. Okay, let's say that will be 45 years from today. Okay, in 45 years. Okay, the rate at which you could make money otherwise in different manner and different from different other sources, the rate at which you can make money otherwise is let's say 15%. So what is the equivalent present value today? So what is the equivalent present value of that 100,000 that you will get at the time of retirement? Okay, you can very easily calculate. Present value will be equals to 100,000 divided by 1.15 to the power 45. So that will be equal to equal to something like this.
185.
100,000 divided by, within the bracket, it will be 1.15. Sorry, I made a mistake. 100,000 divided by, within bracket, 1.15 to the power 45. Bracket close. So it is only $185 today, 0.61. Okay, as small amount as this. So I'm not sure whether I have made any mistake or not. Let us see in Excel if the calculation is correct. So I'm going to copy because it has a similar format. Copy the thing here and then correct it. So calculating, now we are going to calculate the present value. We're going to calculate the present value of a single cash flow, right? So we don't know the present value, but we know the future value in 12 years. So let me write it here. I'm just correcting it. A discounted number of year, and now here it will be present value, and this one will be PV. Okay, now let us put the amounts. So future value in not 12 years, this is after 45 years. Okay, so that is, this is future value because this will happen in future, and the rate is 15%, right? And number of year is 45. So we have to calculate the present value. Remember, future value formula will not work here. So the function, the calculation should be using the present value. So if you do not know the formula, you can try to find it. You know, you can go to the type financial. These are the financial functions. So you can go to the financial. Under financial, you can see we have NPV one. So what does it return? NPV returns the net present value of an investment based on a discount rate and a series of future payment. So that is not appropriate. You have to use the present value. So what is present value? Present value returns the present value of an investment. Okay, the total amount that a series of future payment is worth now. So we have to use this function. We can just click here insert function, or we can type PV. Same thing. Okay, we can type here, or we can put the values here. So this one will always work. So I'm using this one. So click the rate, comma, number of period 45, comma, we don't have any yearly payment. So 0 is the PMT. And then what is the FV? FV is 100,000 and the type is 0. Now press enter, you get 185.68. Okay, and to get rid of the negative sign, we will use the before the D9, we will put a minus sign. Okay. Do you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
So the present value of 185.61 today is 100,000 after 45 years from now. Can you imagine? And we have also taken the reasonable rate. You know, it is only 15%. If a person starts business, maybe a very micro business, by investing 185.61 today, and in that business, if that person earns only 15% per year, then that person will be able to make up $100,000 in 45 years period of time. But the condition is he or she cannot withdraw the profit. The person will have to reinvest the profit again and again. Anyway, So this is how we can calculate the present value. Okay. Okay or not?
Yes, sir.
Now we will see. I'm not going to give you time for practicing this one because this one is the same like the previous one, only the function is different. Okay, but now we are going to look at something else, which is called present value and future value of multiple cash flows. Instead of single cash flow, now I'm going to give you the example of multiple cash flow. By the way, I will give you a free access to my Udemy course that explains this time value of money things in very detail. I will give you unlimited coupon for 2 days. I will post it in the WhatsApp group so that you can get a free enrollment there. And if you are interested, you can watch the videos that will help you to clear your concept. So I'm going to give you a free access. So that is not going to be commercial, of course, you understand. Okay. But the problem is they limit the free coupon only for 2 days. So if I give the link today, you will have to enroll there by today or tomorrow. After that, the link will be invalid. So that is the problem. Anyway, if you are interested, you can get yourself enrolled and you will have the access for lifetime. So that is not going to be a problem. You will not have to spend any money for that. So I usually give the access to all my students when I teach the time value of money, so that they can also access it anytime in the future if they want to brush up their concept or review their concept. Anyway, so yeah, please remind me if I forget to give the link so that I can give it. Anyway, so now the thing is, I will also show you a situation where we don't have only a single cash flow, rather we have cash flows in different years. Okay, let's say we have this is the year, sorry, this is the year, okay, and this is the cash flow. Let's say from a particular asset, you will get different amounts of returns. Okay, so this year 0 is now, 1 is at the end of this year, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you will get $100 in year 1, you will get $50 in year 2, you will get nothing in year 3. Okay, you will get $520 in year 4, and you will get $20 in year 5. Okay, so if you want to show it using a cash flow, using a timeline is a very simple graphical tool that can give you the visualization of the timing of cash flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the years. And on top, we can write down the cash flows. CF means cash flows. So in year 1, we are getting 100. In year 2, we are getting 50. In year 3, we don't have anything, 0. In year 4, we are going to get 520. And in year 5, we are going to get $20. Now, the discount rate, R is equals to 12%. So two things we can calculate. One is the future value after 5 years. We can also calculate the present value. Present value is always now, so that is 0. This is now. Okay, so the present value. To do that, we can actually calculate the if we want to calculate the future value, then we can calculate the future value of each of these amounts. So future value of $100, future value of $50, future value of $0, future value of $520, future value of $20, and add them. Okay, so let us do that. So future value after 5 years is equals to $100 times 1 plus 12% to the power what? How many years? Tell me how many years?
5.
Actually, it is not 5. This is why I was asking. You have to count how many years you are going forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years. If the amount were in year 0, then the number of year could be year 5. But from here, year 5 is 4 years away. Okay, so it will be to the power 4 plus $50 times 1 plus 12% to the power what? To the power how much?
Sir.
Look, this is the reason I'm getting frustrated with your class. We have about 40 students in this class and nobody is interested to respond by even by saying yes or no. Or how many years? Tell me the wrong answer. I won't mind, but give me the answer. And if you don't want to give the answer, tell me, sir, I don't want to give any answer. At least you speak out. How many years?
3, sir.
3.
3. Okay. Plus, then we have zeros. You don't have to calculate that one, but if you want, you can also do that, no problem. 1 plus 12% to the power 2. But the result will become 0 because 0 times anything is 0. Plus 520 times 1 plus 12% to the power 1. So you can ignore that. Plus 20 is already in year 5, so you can just write 20. So the future value of 20 in year 5 is 20 because it is already in year 5. So ultimately, can you calculate it using your calculator? Give me the answer and I will check it using Excel. Tell me if you are calculating it in your calculator. Anybody is calculating?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please do.
829.99, sir.
How much? 8?
29.99.
829.99. Okay. So this is the answer he has got. Let us see in Excel how we can calculate that. So this is calculating the future value of multiple cash flows. Multiple cash flows. So what information do we need? We need the discount rate, %. And what else we need is not actually possible to write in this manner. So what we will do, we will present the information in a tabular format. Okay. So it will be year 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the cash flows. So what are the cash flows? We already know that the first one is 0. We don't have any cash flow now, but we have cash flow in year 1, which is 100. In year 2, we have 50. In year 3, we have 0. In year 4, we have 520. In year 5, we have only 20. Okay, these are the cash flows. Now again, we know that if we want to calculate the future value, we have to do this calculation, right? So how can we do that calculation? You see, 100 times 1 plus discounted to the power 4. This is applicable for this one. Okay, so we can do it very easily. So what we can do equals to, at first we will calculate this factor, the factor that will be multiplied with the cash flow. So that one we will write here, compounding factor. We call it compounding factor, because when you calculate future value, you what you do is called compounding. Okay, compounding factor, or in short we can call it future value interest factor. This is another name. I'm writing the short name because it is actually very difficult to write the long thing here. So future value interest factor will be equal to, so which portion is the future value interest factor? Future value interest factor is actually this portion that you multiply with the present, with the amount, with the cash flow. And these are the future value interest factors. Okay, so these are the future value interest factor. Future value interest factors. Okay. So look at the calculation here, 1 plus 12% to the power 4. So it will be equal to 1 is the one of calculation, plus this 12% will come from here, and you have to lock this cell, because when you copy the cell down, it should not change. 1 plus r to the power, hat represents to the power how much? To the power 4. How do you get 4? 4 is equal to 5 minus 1. So it will be 5 minus this one. So the trick is, we are doing it in a way that when you copy it down, it is automatically updated. Because in this problem, you have only 5 years. What if it has 20 years, 30 years? No, you cannot do it again and again, right? So 5 is the total number of year, the maximum number of year. You can also do it in this manner. You can, instead of typing 5, you can also refer to this cell that is locked, the maximum number of year. You can lock it, then minus this year, so that you can get 4 like this one, then enter. Then you can copy it down. Okay, you can copy it down. Then you can calculate the future value of cash flows, because you are calculating the future value of each and every cash flow separately. You have not added yet. Okay, so this one is equals to the cash flow multiplied by this factor, just like this one, just like this one. And you can copy it down. Okay, and then you can actually calculate the total future value. Okay, so you can write here the future value. So the future value is equals to sum of all these. So you can see we have got the same result. Understood or not? Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Today is what is the date today? 6th October. So this is how you can calculate the future value, right? This is how you can calculate the future value. I'm just trying to make it look better. Okay. Now, I have put 0 here because sometimes you might have a cash flow in year 0 as well. In that case, you can just copy the formula like this one without formatting. Let's say we have another cash flow here. So you can just copy the, and here you can start with the previous one. Then the whole thing will work. In this case, you get the same result because you don't have any cash flow here, that is 0. So you get the same result. So this is how you can actually create a model that is applicable for 5-year cash flow. Okay. So why do you understand why I did not write anything here? Because we don't have any cash flow. So writing does not help. So this is why. Okay. Any question? Now, let's say we want to calculate the present value of the same thing. If you want to calculate the present value of the same thing, of the same cash flow, do you want to see that? Students, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Only one student is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So do you want to see the present value? Okay, so let me copy this one. Calculating the present value of multiple cash flows. Present value. Present value of multiple cash flows. So what we are trying to do in this case, I think that you can see my cursor. So when we calculate future value, we are calculating here. But when we calculate present value, we will calculate the value here. So we have to calculate the present value of $100, present value of $50, present value of all the cash flows separately, and then add all those. Okay, same thing. So you can see we have the cash flows just like previous one. So now here it will not be future value interest factor, rather it will be present value interest factor. So how can we calculate the present value interest factor? We have to correct the calculation. So here we delete it. We also delete this one. And we will do the calculation again. And it will be present value. So I have just taken the structure. Okay. So the present value interest factor will be equal to, let me write down first, then you will understand. So if we want to calculate the present value, then it will be 100 over 1 plus 12% to the power how much? You can see we are just getting backward for 1 year. So it will be to the power 1 plus, this is called discounting. For $50, we are going for 2 years back. The present is 2 years back from the future. So the power will be 2. So it is going to be 50 over 1 plus 12% to the power 2 plus 0 will go back for 3 years. So 1 plus, but there is no point for calculating 0 anyway. We can write no problem. Plus 520 over 1 plus 12% to the power 4 plus 20 over 1 plus 12% to the power 5, because we are calculating back for 5 years. And this is what will happen in this case. So this portion, this portion, so if we redo it, 100 over 1 plus 12% to the power 1 is actually equals to 100 times 1 over 1 plus 12% to the power 1. Okay, So this portion is called present value interest factor. Okay, this is called present value interest factor. Okay, this is what we are going to do for every year. This is for year one. We are going to do it for every year. So for year one, it will be equal to 1 divided by just like this one, 1 plus discount rate, 1 plus the discount rate is here. We have to lock it because it will remain fixed. 1 plus discount rate to the power 1, because the power is 1, and when you copy it down for this one, the power will be 2. So it is simply this cell. Enter. Now you can copy and you will find the present value interest factor. Present value interest factor. So the present value will be just like this one, the present value interest factor times the cash flow. So we have the cash flow here, the interest factor is here. So it will be equal to cash flow times the present value interest factor. Okay, and you copy it down, you will get the present value 470.96. Have you understood? Have you understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, another thing, very interesting thing is the whole calculation. Actually, understanding this calculation is very important. But remember that we can do the same calculation using a different manner. You can actually calculate the future value in another way. Let me try. Equals using the same function FV, the rate is here, comma, number of period. Actually, you cannot do it here. Sorry. Let me try actually. Let me try 5. No, you cannot do it here. Sorry. You cannot do it for future value, but you can do it for present value. Let me show you. Equals NPV. You just need the rate. Excuse me. Excuse me for 2 minutes. Okay, so let me show you again. Can you hear me or not?
Yes, sir.
So the present value will be equal to, in this type of cases, you can also use the NPV formula, where you just need the rate and also the series of cash flow. Okay, so you can see the series of cash flow. You can see the series of cash flow. sorry, you need to include from 0. Then you close the bracket and you will get the same. I have to do a little trial and error. Yeah, you have to start from year 1 actually. Okay, so you have to let me do it again. So for future value, you don't have any other way. You have to use the tabular format, calculating in this manner. But if you want to do the present value for multiple cash flow, then you need something like this. The rate, comma, then from year 1 until the last year, you just select the values and close the bracket and then enter. You get the same result. Have you understood? So for calculating the present value of multiple cash flows, it is easier, but for future value, you need this table. Need to calculate in this tabular format. Okay, is that okay or not? Any question?
Can you please repeat the present value?
This one.
Yes.
This
sir.
one. Okay. So equals to, this is not PV. In this case, it will be NPV. The name of the function is NPV. Then you have to select the rate. Then you have to select the values starting from year 1. Okay, starting from year 1. Close, then you got it. Okay, any question? So now I will ask the students to practice it. Maybe 5 to 7 minutes will be sufficient. After that, I will ask, and this time I'm going to ask you. I'm not going to ask the students to come forward. Rather, I'm going to call the students randomly to show it on the screen. And that is not examination. That is not something like answering, something like testing you. Rather, to increase your participation, and you will make mistake, that is normal, and we will help you to correct it. And making mistake is normal when you do it for the first time. Okay, so I'm going to give you about 8 minutes or maybe 10 minutes to practice, and then I will call you for showing it on the screen. Okay, is that okay? Hello, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please continue. Please do the practice. If I call you, please do not give me excuse. Sometimes you say, I don't have that thing, I don't have those things. If you say that, I will assume that you don't want to show it on the screen. Okay. Okay, I hope that you are done with the practice. So can I call someone? Are you done with the practice? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Pradeep, can you show the calculation of present value of multiple cash flow? Pradeep?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sir, just give me a second. Sir?
Yes.
Sir, you want me to calculate the present value of multiple cash flows?
Sorry.
I mean, sir, you want me to calculate the future value of multiple cash flows?
I want you to show the calculation of present value of multiple cash flows.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir, just give me a second. So can I share? Okay, just a minute. Sir, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Yes, sir. Like we have the discount rate at 12%, and the year source from 0. I mean, sir, can I give this an example as previously?
Yeah. What do you want?
I mean, can I give the same example? I mean, the
No,
example
you
that you
can give
used.
any example, no problem. Any example.
Okay.
So why do you need to change the discount rate? It can be same. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I mean, actually, for change.
Mm.
The discount rate is same for the different years from the base year of 0, 1 to 5. And the next is the cash flow. Cash flow is like for base we can consider will take us around 50. And then for the first year we can took 120. Then after 80 and 560, 280, 300, 300. These are different cash flow for the different years from the base year of 0, 1 to 5. And the present value interest flow is or for here we need to calculate for the from the different for different years. Like here it will do the form. It will take the formula as 1 by divided by, as we are common of 1, we are taking the 100 common as 1. It will be 1 plus of the discount rate. Discount rate is 12%, and to the power of 0 year. I mean, in the case of year, I to the power will be a 0. Like in a year 0, it is a base year 0. And I got this PVFI for first is base year is 0, the year 1, and for the year to the 5. Just a minute. Sorry. Here it will be the power 1, and here it will be the power 4 to the power of 2. Sorry, it's okay. Here are the different PVFI values for the different years. And the last is the PV cash flow ratio. PV of different PV of cash flows of different years. And this formula is like is equal to PVIF multiplied to the cash flow. So as we do for as is this apply for every year, we get the different values for the PVI for different cash flows, and summation of all this can get the present value of present value. So can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you show the same calculation using the NPV function?
NPV function.
Yeah, right.
NPV P of bracket, and here the first thing we need to take is rate, interest rate. It is of 12%. Then after we took the values from the cash flows. From here I took from the base values. We need to consider the cash flows. So comma, calculating the whole range of cash flows. Okay, close. So
can you see that the result is different? Do you know why?
Yes, sir.
Because in NPV function, you can only choose the values from year one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everyone, please see, learn from his mistake. Okay, now still it is not equal. Do you know why? Because you have a cash flow in year 0, and what you need to do, because of the limitation of the NPV function, you have to add it. No, don't change it. Don't change it. Press undo. Yeah. Now what you can do in that function, at last type plus, yeah, plus link that cash flow. Yes, this one, and then enter, finish.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have to remember the limitation of the function. If you remember, then it will be easy. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I think that students could understand. Thank you very much. You can stop sharing. So any other question from you, from the students? Okay, what you need to do, you need to practice whatever we have done today in the class. Maybe you can watch the actually I did not give you the record of the previous class because it was only the testing class, not the discussion class. So I did not provide that, but I will give you the record of today's class. So what you can do, you can watch the class and also follow me to practice these problems. Okay. In the next class, let me invite all of you to enjoy further utilization of Microsoft Excel for more realistic cases using time value of money. Okay, so next class is going to be interesting, I hope. So thank you very much. Anything you want to say? Otherwise, I will end the class. Okay, thank you very much. I will see you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank